Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Simplifying Business Studies. Myself Kashish Talwani, your business studies teacher, is here again with part 9 of chapter 2 of class 11th, Forms of Business Organization. In our previous lesson, we covered the meaning and features of this form of business, which is called partnership, and this particular session will be about the merits and demerits of partnership. So let us quickly start this session. We will start this session with merits of partnership, but before we start, I would just like to recapitulate what is partnership. So partnership is basically an association of two or more than two persons who agree to jointly pursue a business, and that business has to be a lawful business. They can pool, they can bring together their managerial and financial resources for the person, and after doing that, if they earn any kind of profits, that will be shared in a ratio which is decided upon mutually by all the partners. So this is what partnership is. Let us understand the first merit. Easy to form. So partnership firm is absolutely one of the easiest form of business to form. There are no legal formalities involved to form a partnership firm. Definitely registration of partnership is not compulsory, but yes, it has certain benefits. If partners decide to register their firm officially, definitely there are certain legal formalities which are to be taken care of. Next one is larger financial resources as comparing to sole proprietorship firm where one person brings all the capital of the business. Definitely when there are two or more than two people, they will bring more resources, more financial resources to the firm, and that will help the business in a better way. So larger finances, more finances are always beneficial for a business. Next point is risk sharing. So again, in comparison to sole proprietorship firm where only one person bears all the risk of the business, here this risk is divided in the same ratio in which the partners are dividing their profits. So the sharing of this risk, this factor definitely motivates all the partners to go for larger or go for more riskier projects than going simple. So definitely this will encourage them to work better. Next point is division of work. So in partnership where two or more people come together, they share their capitals, they share risk, they share work as well. So all the work of the business can be divided among all the partners as per the area they specialize in. So it will bring more efficiency, more specialization in the firm, and definitely that can lead to growth of the firm completely as one. Next one is motivation. So in partnership firm, all the partners get share of the profit. So definitely they will feel motivated to work more to increase this amount of profit. So there is a direct relationship between like how much you work will give you how much you will earn. So more work, more efforts will give you more profits. So everyone will be motivated to earn more, and that will lead to growth of the whole firm also. Next point is secrecy. So partnership firm does not require to publish its account like it is done in form of a company. Therefore, all the affairs of the partnership firm remain secret, and because all the activities are also carried on by all the partners, so all their decisions, all their managerial decisions, there are no chances of leakage of any trade secrets. So this is one factor, secrecy, it will always be maintained. Next point is flexibility. So partnership firm can make changes in their size, in their capital, without any permission from government. So they don't need any intervention, they don't need any permissions from the government. So there is a complete flexibility in all the operations of business, which are to be taken care by all the partners. So if they all are like convinced with certain decisions, they can definitely take them and go ahead with their operations. More scope for expansion. So comparing to the sole proprietor firm, there is more scope for expansion and growth in a partnership firm. Why? Because there is larger amount of capital, there is better managerial efforts and efficiency, and more than one person is there to take care of the business. So definitely there is more scope for expansion of the business. Now, after merits, let us understand the demerits of partnership firm. The very first point under this category is unlimited liability. So what is unlimited liability? It means that if the firm incurs any kind of losses, then after utilizing the property of the business, the personal property of all the partners will be used to pay off debts of the business. So this is unlimited liability. So this is one very important demerit of partnership, exactly like sole proprietor, that the liability of the partners is unlimited. Non-transferability of share. A partner is not permitted to transfer his share to any other person. If he is willing to do so, he has to do it with the consent of all the partners. And if any new partner is admitted, or one partner leaves and other one is taking up his share, so in all these cases the existing partnership will be dissolved, and if they all agree, they can again come together and frame another partnership to continue the business. So non-transferability of share is this feature of this demerit of partnership. Conflicts. So there are always chances of conflicts when more than like when people are working together. So here definitely there is a team of many people working together, so there are chances of conflicts among them. So because why does this happen? Because these are all the people who have different mindsets, they have different backgrounds, different skills, different skill sets. So definitely they may have different opinions. So if a partner adopts some kind of rigid attitude, that can lead to conflicts among them. Next point is uncertainty. Like any business, the existence of partnership firm can also be affected by death, insolvency, or incapacity of any one partner. So if nothing like that happens, and even if one partner is willing to leave the firm, the whole partnership will be dissolved. Yes, definitely there is a possibility that all the remaining partners may continue by framing a new partnership firm. So definitely uncertainty is another demerit. Risk of mutual agency. I already explained in my last video what is mutual agency. So let me just recapitulate what is mutual agency. Mutual agency means if one of the partners enters into a contract, he bind all the other partners also. In cases of profit, this is absolutely good, but in case of losses, when a one partner, because of one partner, if the firm is uh, suffering any losses, then other partners will also be liable to pay that same amount of loss. So this is mutual agency. So definitely a contract which is signed by one partner is binding on all other partners. A dishonest partner may enter into a contract for his personal benefits, and if there are certain losses, those losses will be liable to all the remaining partners also. So this is again a big risk. Lack of public confidence. So public has less trust and less faith in partnership. Why is it so? Because their accounts, their annual reports are published nowhere, like it is done in case of a company. So people may not see the real picture of the partnership firm, because there is no way to see that. So they have less confidence in the firm. So children, we are done with the content of this particular lesson. If you have doubts related to any of these topics, you can write it in the comment box. You can also reach me through this email which is there on your screen. I will always try to help you. If you like my content, if you like this video, please like this, subscribe to my channel and share it as much as you can. Thank you so much. Have a very nice day ahead.